The government has finally taken the first step towards streamlining child welfare and protection policies in the country. The cabinet has today ordered the Ministry of Labour and Social Protection to fix the ills within the children's sector, especially those perpetuated by the Child Welfare Society of Kenya and the Department of Children's Services. This is as a reaction to 3 exposés by NTV highlighting the plight of vulnerable children and the irregularities in child adoption. Our investigative reporter Edmund Nyabola begins our broadcast.
Even before an NTV exposé detailing child rights abuses and misappropriation of public funds at the Child Welfare Society of Kenya is aired, the government has moved to fix the rot. The exposé, Sins of Saviors, captures abuses of the right to healthcare and dignity in a scheme where special needs children under the Child Welfare Society of Kenya are used for big profit. The organization obtained an injunction stopping NTV from airing the exposé, but our efforts to have it lifted have been frustrated at every turn.
So you can...
Now, CWSK CEO Irene Mureithi has filed another application seeking the arrest and detention of NTV journalists Edmund Nyabola, Mark Masai and Emmanuel Juma at Industrial Area Prison for contempt of court for just informing the public why the story was not aired. But now the Ministry of Labour and Social Protection has been tasked with fixing the state corporation. The cabinet has also imposed a ban on adoption of Kenyan children by foreigners. This is, however, not new. In 2014, a cabinet moratorium was put in place after allegations of child trafficking through inter-country adoptions. But even with the ban, it is the questionable adoption and guardianship procedures in the country that are of great concern.
A rescue operation by the DCI Child Protection.
An NTV exposé, Court to Court, aired in May 2019, detailed how a complex cartel, which includes the Children's Department, lawyers, police, the Children's Court, children's homes and adoption societies, flout the law and falsify documents in offering minors for alternative family care.
Our role is to make sure that, those loopholes are filled so that, the system is foolproof. And anybody in between who wants to tamper with the system, whether they're children officers or lawyers, must be dealt with and must be dealt with according to the law.
How many times were you sexually abused by Mr. Dow?
I was like 3 times.
Then there is the plight of Kenyan minors domiciled in orphanages across the country.
So if you disobey his orders, you're going to get in trouble with 7 people beating you up. So you prefer to do what he says.
Between 2008 and 2017, 83 minors had to bear with molestation, abuse of the right to healthcare, cruelty and even death at an orphanage in Bomet run by an American couple. NTV highlighted the suffering of the minors in a documentary, Praying Missionaries, which aired in March 2019.
Children are not being taken to the hospital. They will say that you guys, you like everything, medicine all the time.
James was put into a box and then just put in the ground. There was like nothing they did about it.
For almost a decade, this happened under the nose of the Department of Children's Services, mandated with ensuring the safety and welfare of the children. Gregory Dow, a convicted child molester allowed to set up the home, fled the country in 2017. He is in detention in the US, awaiting the start of the case against him in January 2020. Now the cabinet has ordered the Ministry of Labour and Social Protection to streamline the policies and operations of all 850 children's homes in the country. At stake is the safety and welfare of about 42,000 children in these orphanages. Edmund Nyabola, NTV.